You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? It's Brian Fullerton here. Another episode of Fullerton Unfiltered. And today we're going to be talking about a Lawntrepreneur Academy. What is the Lawntrepreneur Academy? Where did it come from? What's it for? Why do we even have a e-training website for the lawn and landscaping community? This has been my pet project, honestly, for the last 12 to 18 months. And I will tell you guys straight up, it has been one of the largest undertakings I've ever taken on in my life. I'm not just talking about making YouTube videos and being on social media and Instagram and all this other mess, starting a lawn and landscape company over the last decade and making that into a solid little income for us. No, outside of everything I've ever done in my entire life, this whole online training website literally has been a labor of love to help really put the my mouth where my money is, if you will, where I wanted to help make a resource for the industry that could help pay it forward and, quite honestly, literally shave 2, 5, 10 plus years of learning how to run, start, grow a lawn and landscaping business. And so I'm really excited about it. I wanted to just dive deep a little bit. This isn't going to be a huge ad or product plug for Lawntrepreneur Academy itself. I'm going to give in some business mindset as we rip through this, but I do want to cover it. I want to talk about what we've got access to, how it might be able to help you out. If you want to invest in the programs, that's totally up to you. It's not a cash grab. It's literally the most nominally priced programs in existence for what we do in our industry. But I'll tell you what, the information in there, what you get for $49, $99, dollars, if you will make you guaranteed multiples back as soon as you listen, learn, and apply. And so I'm really, really excited about making this whole resource available to the lawn care community. So let's hear from the sponsors of the channel, which is the Lawntrepreneur Academy, and we will get into it right here, right now.
Have you ever thought about starting your own lawn and landscaping business, but not sure where to start? Look no further than LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com, an e-training website dedicated to helping you start and grow a successful lawn care business. Save more time and make way more money by learning exactly what it takes to grow your business to the next level. Invest in your future by first investing in yourself. Use promo code PODCAST to save 10% on all training programs today at LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com. Now, back to the show.
So here's the deal, guys. A lot of you guys know that I run my YouTube channel over the last 3 or 4 years, and we have literally made I think last I counted about 600 videos, believe it or not, which is just absolutely crazy. And a lot of them, I would say probably half of them, believe it or not, are like how-to or tutorial style or teaching. And they're literally just designed to, I always say, I'm not here to pontificate or like talk about how awesome we are, because we're just regular, normal people, right? However, being in business for a decade, we've learned some things. We've made some successes. We've had some failures. And at the end of the day, I want to help other guys that are trying to get in the business save time, save money, make more money, have less hassles, have less issues or worries with their business, and just for real, give you guys a roadmap, give you guys the lay of the land. So imagine this. Imagine you're making content on YouTube every single day. A lot of folks are leaving comments. I think on average per day, the YouTube channel gets about 100 comments, which is crazy. And if we have a good video that does 20, 40, 50,000 views in 24 to 48 hours, literally there's 400 new comments. And so it is literally a labor of love when I say that we make a couple bucks with our YouTube channel, but it's not like millions of dollars, okay? It's enough to like fund the hobby, I call it. But the bottom line is that, dude, I spend a half hour to an hour a day moderating comments alone on the YouTube channel. And the reason I say all that is because in my position, I get a pretty large macro. We get a lot of data that comes in, right? I get a lot of you guys asking me questions like, hey, how do you bid and price a lawn? How do I approach a commercial lawn client? How do I, charge cards on file? How do I take care of my billing? So I get a lot of comments, a lot of feedback. By the way, on Instagram, we're literally answering 50 to 100 DMs a day. It is a full-time job, but actually it's a business. We've turned turn it into a business. Now, not to like profit, but like to run it profitably. I will say that because, we put a lot of time into it. It's got to get compensated. So all of you guys that support us through links and affiliate links, yeah, it does go a long way into funding the hobby that allows me to devote time into answering questions for you guys. Like, I feel like we're like the lawn and landscape community, 8800 number, customer service number, right? Do you have a problem with your lawn care business? Talk to Brian's Lawn Maintenance. No, just having fun. So here's the deal. Here's why it's fun. Here's why this whole Lawntrepreneur Academy has been such a large pet project that I've been wanting to do for probably the last 2 years. Was I get so many comments that, with all due respect, there's like the same top 25 or 30 questions, right? I was alluding to some of them earlier, just having fun. Like, how do you get more commercial clients? How do you get more lawn clients? How do you do more marketing? What about postcards? And so the last 18 months, I was like, you know what? I want to make resources for you guys, but imagine this. Now we have 200 videos, then it's 300 videos, and then it's 400 videos, and then it's 500 videos. And it's like, I answer a question where somebody's like, well, hey, what's the best mower out there? Or what's the best mower deck size? Well, that video does exist on my channel, but it's buried, 300 videos deep. And I don't remember the title. You don't remember the title. You're not going to go look for it. I ain't going to, spend a half hour trying to find it to send it to you. So we needed a way to organize the training, just to be honest with you guys. It's a lot of the information we give on lawntrepreneur.academy.com, you can readily find, I'd say 60 or 70% of it right there on YouTube. The point of the training program is that it's in one spot, it's organized, it's all meat, it's distilled, there's no fluff, and it's the exact information you need if you're trying to start a lawn and landscaping business. Let me give you, for instance, a lot of times you guys are always like, hey, it takes like a minute and a half to even get into a YouTube video. Notice any YouTuber video that you watch on YouTube, it's always like, hey, our channel's all about this. And, welcome to the show. And it's like B-roll, and it's the first minute and a half to 2 minutes is usually fluff. And that's you need that. When you're making YouTube videos, you guys got to realize that like 70-80% of people that stumble across a video, they've never heard of me before. They don't know Brian's Lawn Maintenance. They've never heard of whatever YouTuber you're watching before. Because YouTube is so big, there's like 1 billion users per month, okay? So that's why you have to explain a little bit of context. How many times have you guys heard me say context is everything? So that being said, the Lawntrepreneur Academy, when we do a training program on, how to get started installing mulch for $49, there's no, hey, welcome to the channel. Hey, my name's Brian. I'm, up in Michigan. And it's like a mini commercial before you can even get started, right? There's none of that. So when you get a mulch training program and it's 5 courses inside that module, one is an office video, one's a commercial mulch video, one's a residential mulch video, one's a how to go installing techniques and tips, and then an office explainer video. It's straight fire. It's straight meat. There's 15 to 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes in some of the modules of just pure information. Now, you take a look at the snow training program. I think our office video alone is like 45 minutes. It's just pure me explaining numbers, me explaining how to price, what to look out for, pitfalls, things that can set you back, things that'll blindside you. And I just literally like cut the mustard, man. We just go right down the middle with telling you guys exactly how we do snow removal and how we make a decent income doing it. Now, that office video is 45 minutes. I can't do 45-minute long tail videos on YouTube. That's not exactly what YouTube is designed for. YouTube used to be dancing babies and cats, right? Now it's 5 to 10, maybe 15-minute long videos, something cool, something sensational, and you're off. You guys are on to the next video. I'm already done talking about that video, and it's just boom, 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 quick info. So there had to be literally it came out of a necessity, as weird as it sounds, to make a resource that I could point the 100 to 300 people asking the same top 25 to 50 questions. And I mean that like out of all due respect. Imagine my position. You guys, you might be listening to this and you're like, hey, I'm 7 years in, I'm 15 years in, I've got 20 clients, I've got 100 clients, right? But the newest guy, he doesn't even know how to spell lawn care, right? He doesn't know the difference between an LLC and a DBA. He doesn't know the difference between a flyer, a postcard, or door hanger. He doesn't know the difference between a residential mower or commercial mower. He thought lawn mowers were all the same. He doesn't know that commercial grade equipment, you can get some of it at, Echo, you can get some of it at Home Depot, and you can get other models at a dealer. They don't even know that dealers exist, right? So on and so forth. You guys can understand where I'm going for. Now, the Lawntrepreneur Academy, I had no idea that it would turn into what it has today. At the time of this recording, less than 2 months ago, we had our first ever live Lawntrepreneur Academy event. It was called Lawntrepreneur Academy Live 2019. And that was one of the most incredible things, not in lawn care, I'm telling you, like a life thing that I have ever hosted, been a part of. Of course, we put it together, but guys, I attended my own event. I'll tell you what. I mean, listen to Dylan Stevenson with Solo Cuts Landscaping. He talked up the event like it was transformational. People are like, you're throwing on a conference about lawn care and landscaping, and it's one day only, and it's like $200. And the whiners, the 1% that are like complainers. They complain about anything. That's why they're called complainers, right? But they're like, how can you get away with that? And then you talk to the 150 people that paid good money to be there. Outside of the 30, 40 sponsor people and then all the friends and family that helped. And everybody's walking out of there like crying with emotional, like heartstrings are pulled and their life is better. Keith Kelf has rocked it. Stanley like shoots a bow and arrow, like, piercing their heart about, teaching them that you're capable, that you can do this thing. And, Caleb Allman just literally like lets his emotions hang from his, shirt sleeve about, dude, he was in bankruptcy and how Brittany and him righted the ship. And dude, it was incredibly power-packed training. Unlike anything else that's in the lawn care community. I know there's other events. I'm not putting their events down to put my event up. I'm just saying I'm really proud of my event. But I didn't know we were even going to do an event until about a year before we even made it public to anybody. And so the Lawntrepreneur Academy, it's multifaceted now, as you guys can see, as you guys can imagine. And so when you guys, purchase these programs, you guys got to understand that it's not a cash grab. Like the $49 that we make on a digital product, or the the $99 for the 2019 live event recording. I don't know any other way to say it, that it is the most cheaply underpriced training that you could get in our entire industry that is meat. It's not fluff. I have bought other people's training programs in life, some that I wanted to just invest in myself to grow myself as a business owner, and then other people I just snoop around, I buy their training program and see what it's like, and it's a turd. And I'm like, that you just literally cash grab. You're a good marketer, you're a bad businessman. And I'm not naming names or putting anybody down. I'm just saying, I know, I get the landscape. I'm part of it. I see it. I attend events. I look at things. I'm not naive, just like you guys aren't. But I mean, honestly, we rarely get a return. We rarely have anybody say this wasn't what I thought it was. And if they do, 100% money back guarantee. I'm not here to cash grab. Again, if you are like, hey, we had one guy say this seems a little bit more basic than what I thought for the new people. For my business, I'm in my second year. I said, dude, no problem. We refunded his money. It was like $99 for the how to start your lawn care business, because it's a new person training program, right? No questions asked. He was like, dude, honestly, he goes, that was actually a lot less painful than I thought. He goes, actually, can I just use it to buy a snow program instead? So I was laughing. I go, well, I can't transfer credits, but if you want, just refund and rebuy it, and I'll even get you a 25% coupon for the hassle, right? Because I like taking care of you guys, man. And so why are the programs even priced what they are? $49, $79, $100, whatever they are. Well, because it's not free to host them. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Like, what's the ulterior motive? Well, dude, it cost me thousands of dollars to make the site, thousands of dollars to host the site, thousands of dollars in my time and my labor, if you will. So when I'm not growing my lawn business and I'm missing out $50, $75, $100, $125 an hour or more, or I could be doing YouTube videos and making, $4 on the views, which you guys, for real, it's not that much. It takes time. It takes money, nothing grows on trees. And so I know 99.9% of people that have bought a program or have tried to grow their business have appreciated the information that's out there, and the return that you guys will get is I want to make like hyperboles and like crazy claims, but it's 100 times more than what I get for the purchase price of the program, right? So for example, what am I trying to say? If you buy a $49 aeration overseed training program, right? And you guys are like, hey, I want to break into aerations. I want to break into overseeding. I want to grow my business revenue in the spring and fall. You download that training program. There's probably 2 to 3 hours of content in there, like 5 modules again, 30 minutes each, right? And that's actually a really good program, the aeration overseed one. And you go out the next day, you get 1,000 flyers made for $20. You go to Staples, you get some custom, you find a template online or you make your own. And in less than a day, 2 days, you can go from, I don't know how to do aeration overseeds to, hey, we're now doing aeration overseeds. And it's super cool. It's super empowering. And here's the deal. You go pass out those 1,000 flyers. You get a 1% return, which is 10 customers. You charge, let's just say $100 in aeration. That's $1,000 in new business revenue. You learn a little bit about overseeding out of our program. You go to your local site one or dealer and you get the right seed. You get a little bit of encouragement and coaching from those folks. And you apply $200 overseeds to a third of your clients. Now you have $600 because you did 3 new overseeds at $200 each, right? So now you have $1,600 in revenue that you're going to bring in. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you, aerations overseeds, there's not a lot of overhead. You rent the machine. Let's say you rent a stand-down machine for $100 for the day. Let's say you rent a spreader and you buy $150 worth of grass seed. Long story short, you're going to net $1,300 that day off a $49 training program. And by the way, you learned a new skill for life. How cool is that? Here's what I also say. I didn't know how to do any of that 12 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Like nobody taught me any of that stuff. And for you to have it readily available at your fingertips, it's incredible. So let's do this. I want to dive into a couple more thoughts. We'll take a quick break, hear from the sponsor, which is thelawntrepreneur.academy.com. And you can also save 10% by using promo code podcast. So let's check it out right here, right now.
Enjoying today's show? Motivated to take your lawn care and landscaping business to the next level? Learn what it takes to grow your lawn and landscaping business today with training and education from the Lawntrepreneur Academy. Get educated with how-tos on mulch installation, plowing snow, aeration and overseeding, and so much more. These training programs are designed to help you save time and make more money with your business. Invest in your future by first investing in yourself. Use promo code PODCAST to save 10% on all courses today at LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com. Now, back to the show.
All right. So, like I said earlier, I'm really excited about making these programs available to the lawn care community because, at the end of the day, a lot of us don't have time to get to a dealer. A lot of us, we don't have a coach or a mentor, and I'm always encouraging guys to find somebody that you can shadow, somebody that you can model. There's a lot of great resources and people out there. But let's just say you're in Timbuktu, or a lot of folks around town aren't nice, or you don't have access to a lot of mentorship or whatever. Well, hey, that's where Brian's Lawn Maintenance YouTube channel comes into play. We can get you teach on a 3rd grade level, the high level of how to run a lawn and landscaping business. But again, if you want to go deeper, an extra layer, an extra level, whatever you want to call it, and you want to learn how to actually perform a skill or a service, well, that's where LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com comes into play. Like I said, to reiterate, a YouTube video, it's surface level. It's fun, it's cool, it's educational, and for real, I don't hold anything back. We don't, folks are like, oh, so you did an aeration overseed video on YouTube, but the training program, it's probably, like all the secret information that you don't give out. I'm like, no, actually, all the information is literally right there on YouTube. You just have to dig through about 12 to 13 videos, which are each, 10 to 15 minutes and spread across 4 years to find that same info. And for $49, boom, you download it. Well, here's what you do. Here's how Lawntrepreneur Academy works. It's not a monthly membership or anything like that. We might evaluate that business model in the future. But for right now, all the training programs are a la carte, which means if you want to get started in lawn care, and then you buy the business revenue expansion bundle, and you get access to the spring and fall cleanups, the mulch training program, and the aeration overseeding program, boom, you get access to those 4 training programs, which I believe are 20% off in that bundle, which is pretty dope. Then those programs are evergreen. You get to keep access to those training programs indefinitely. We don't revoke access. We're not going anywhere. We're solid on the back end. And so the $49 program that you buy, you get access to the 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of training. And here's a cool thing. You want to reference it in the spring before you go knock out aerations and learn how to do it? Boom. There you go. You spend a couple hours online. Saturdays or Sundays, you can bring the laptop or the iPad in bed. You're just hanging out, eating Cheetos, doing the deal with some Mountain Dew. I'm just kidding. That's what I do. So here's the cool thing. You learn for 2 hours how to do all this work, and then you go out there and you rock it for the next 8 weeks during, aeration season in the spring and the fall, whatever, right? And then let's say you want to offer fall aerations and overseeds, right? Great time to do that service. And you're going, wait a minute, I don't remember. I remember like aerations were like 15 or $20 per 1,000 square feet. What was the formula again? No problem. Boom. You go back into your login, just search your email, Lawntrepreneur Academy. I'm sure it'll pull up your login. You go back onto the website and boom, you've got your evergreen training, and you take a 2-hour refresher. You just relearn everything you did until you've been doing it for 2-3 years. And you know it like the back of your hand, right? So the whole training website, it really is honestly a labor of love. A lot of you guys have expressed so much appreciation and love, and thank God a resource like this exists. Because 2, 3, 4 years ago, nothing like this did exist. And I'm not saying like we're the gold standard, okay? I wouldn't say like it's world-class training, but it's damn good training, and it'll get you up to speed where you can make some really good money with what we're doing, which is running a lawn and landscaping business. And for real, that is what we are all about. And so that being said, one or two other things I wanted to share with you guys is talking about the live event. I wanted to just spend like 2 minutes on it because it's worth mentioning that I'm not going to officially announce the date yet, but it will be in November, probably in the first week. We're going to do same time, same place up in Novi, Michigan at the Suburban Collection Showplace. And when those tickets go on sale, I will bet you that they sell out within the first 30 days. I'll make a bet that they'll sell it in the first 30 days, if not the first 48 hours. And I'm not hyping it up. I'm not doing anything. I'm just telling you straight up. This year, we sold 148 tickets in less than 90 days with no promotions, no ads, no nothing. Literally just word of mouth, a little bit of Instagram, a little bit of YouTube promotion. We hardly even blasted it out on YouTube because I didn't want to annoy everybody. I don't want to do that. I wanted the serious people. I wanted the people that wanted to commit to their future. The people that were like, hey, a ticket's $179, but can you give me a ticket for $49 and I'll go? No, I don't want you there. I want the folks that are serious. I want to be around like-minded people that want to invest $200 into their future. Are you kidding me? $200? You can go to so many other different conferences. They're $1,000, $2,500. Join the mastermind group and it's $49.95. What do you get for that? Well, you get mentorship by the guy from Stage, which is not mentorship. That's called general advice. And then outside of that, you get to go get breakfast with him the night before. Oh, 4 tables away, and the guy doesn't even know your name. But you know what? You get a photo with him. And for $10,000, you can be upstage at his inner circle. Well, what do you get with that? Well, you get to smoke a cigar with him after hours. Okay. Do I get any more information? No. Oh, okay. And again, I'm not being a butthead. I'm just telling you guys straight up, like I see that stuff all day long. And here's what I would say, respectfully, that's not us. We don't do that. That's not what Lawntrepreneur Academy is all about. We're designed to be lean and mean, offer nominally priced programs to folks that are just getting into the industry. And I think it'll be an amazing asset to elevate the standard in our industry. You know what I mean? I think it's one of those things where we need to promote it to the new folks that we see at the dealers, at the steak fry open houses, at the the different GIE expos that we go to, because it's a resource that the newest guy. And here's the deal. Imagine this. Not everybody, is a hardcore, diehard greenie, okay, where they've been outside for 10 years. They know everything about everything. And if you do, rock on, more power to you. That's not what the Lawntrepreneur Academy is for. It's designed for the guy who just got started with a business of his own. He might be 17, 18, 19 and scared out of his mind. It might be for the 23-year-old who, has his college degree in business, loves business, but doesn't want to work in corporate America and wants to start his own lawn and landscape business. He's over in Illinois. He's like, you know what? I cut grass when I was 18. I think I can do this, now that I got my schedule back in order and I'm not doing college because I graduated, and I want to make a go of it. I got 20 grand from, money that came to me from my family. That's a nice down payment on a truck, a trailer, and a mower. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to give it 2 years on faith and see what happens. Rock and roll. That's who it's for. At the end of the day, I think we should be looking at a glass half full, that everything exists, not that it doesn't exist. If you want to support it, awesome. If you don't want to support it, that's fine too. Here's the deal. I'm asking the folks that want to support it, keep supporting it, and the folks that think it's a benefit and a blessing to the community to keep helping me promote it. And if you don't think it's a blessing or whatever, you don't probably show any appreciation about anything else in life either. And everything's a negative, and you see it as a cash grab, and you just see it as a way for, people to make money off of other people, which is the most comical thing ever. So at the end of the day, like I said, the ROI is definitely in the favor of the person purchasing the program. That's a fact. And quite honestly, that's why the programs aren't $100, $200, $400. I mean, guys, there's so many people that offer like personal training programs for like $14.95. And it's literally like stuff you can Google on eBay. You can Google for 10 seconds or buy like a P90X workout on eBay for $100. It's like the exact same information. So we make them $49, $99. Here, let's do a quick rundown of the program so you guys know what's inside. Number one, you got the whole ball of wax. That is every single program we have, including our downloadable forms and a coaching call. For real, you get a coaching call with me for an hour. Some of the best conversations I get to have are on coaching calls. We do a coaching call a week, if not more. In the summer we do like 2 or 3 a week. It was actually pretty cool. And then March, April, May, everybody's got a lot of questions in the spring. So if you want to book a coaching call, awesome. Let me know. We'll rock that out. But the whole ball of wax, you get access to everything in there. And I think if you bought everything like separately, a la carte, it'd be like $600, $650. I know you save about 20% by buying them in a bundle compared to buying them separately. Outside of that, you've got the revenue expansion bundle. It's $200. A la carte and retail would be $250. That is the spring program, the mulch program, the aeration program, and the snow train program, which is normally a $99 training program. So the core training program is the How to Start a Lawn Care Business bundle. That is $99. If you know nothing about lawn care landscaping, or you're in your first 12 to 18, 24 months, that is the program for you. That is the core training program that we're going to build around with all the satellite programs. But as you would imagine, as you get started, you might want to look at the business revenue expansion bundle for $200 because, well, once you learn how to start a lawn and landscape business, of course you're going to mow grass and do the whole deal, and we'll teach you how in that program. But you're probably going to want to capitalize on more revenue in the season, expanding the season. Mowing is a 6, 7 month, 8 month season for a lot of us. But if you add, spring and fall cleanups and of course aerations, you can definitely expand 3 or 4 more weeks, spring and fall. And now you have a 7, 8, 9 month season, which is really cool. And for those of you guys that get the blessing of the white gold, like we do in Michigan, you can clean up with snow removal for darn sure. You get the access to the snow removal training program, which is just awesome. Now, let's keep on going. So how to start your own lawn care and landscaping business. That is one of the most fun programs that we have. That is a meaty program. There's about 6 or 7, maybe 8 training programs in there designed from like how to pick out the right equipment, talking about mowers, weed whips, and blowers, how to pick the right equipment, talking about trailers, how to market with postcards and yard signs and what works, what doesn't work, some best practices, some best suggestions. There's a whole program at the end about how we work our office and our workflow and our CRM. We don't go super, super deep, but it'll give you all the puzzle pieces. It'll give you the 4 corner puzzle pieces is what I call it. So it's really, really good stuff. We talk about how to bid and price properties, how to do estimates, both residential and commercial, some good guidelines when you're trying to bid so you don't get taken, so you know what to make per minute, per hour. Just really good general advice. Keep it going. We have the, and I'll wrap this up quick. We've got the Lawntrepreneur Academy Live 2019 event recording. Again, if you weren't able to make it for whatever reason, or you were on the fence, or you were skeptical, dude, I get it. I've been there. I know how you feel. That's honestly how I felt going to a lot of training programs and conferences and seminars. But what I found is that inside there's so much more. I don't even know how you quantify it. Listen to Keith Kalfas' talk in there, and you tell me if you're not a better human being. Just listening to his 30-minute speech, just him. And there's like 6 or 7 other people that spoke, including a panel and including a safety training briefing by Mark Parker, which was just incredible. $99, okay? $99. And promo code podcast, save 10%, right? Of course. Let's keep it going. There's a snow removal training program. We already talked about that. If you want to get into residential or commercial, you want to learn how to bid or price or estimate snow and how we do it, what we actually make. I take an actual commercial site that you guys see, that Sherwin-Williams. that strip mall, and I literally break it down what we make on it. I tell you exact numbers. I tell you exactly what we make, how we make it, how we bid it, how we tier it. It's $99. You kidding me? I spent $300 to $400 minimum, probably double that, to be honest with you. Taking my friend Mike Bedell out to Black Rock, Novi, Michigan, and having him share with me everything he knew. And then I put it all together in a training bundle and basically give it away for free. So thanks, Mike. Let's see, we got this spring and fall cleanup. We teach how we bid, how we price cleanups, how we price our fall cleanups, what we charge for pruning, how to prune. Just so much good information. The equipment basics, what you're going to need, whether you're on a shoestring budget or you want to drop $25,000-$30,000 on mowers, blowers, vacuums, and dumps and all that stuff. So how to get started installing mulch, amazing training program, a lot of fun. That was a really good one. We actually take you through a whole job site. We mulched the whole Sherwin-Williams. It was a 33 yard mulch job. And we teach you everything we did inside that training program about how to do mulch, how to get started with mulch, and how to make really good money doing mulch. $125 a yard, not too bad for our neck of the woods. Aeration overseeding, already talked about that. Another great resource if you want to get into aeration overseed. Guys, my business, I wouldn't be in business if it wasn't for aerations and overseed. Well, Brian, what do you mean? Well, when I was getting started in business, we were a mowing only company. When I was 2021, I afforded a 48-inch Viking walk-behind lawnmower, but that's all I knew. I didn't have the extra trucks, the trailers, the cash flow. I didn't have any credit. I didn't have anything going on. Okay, I was 21 and poor. Okay, so when people are like, "Oh, YouTube bought your truck," or "YouTube bought your business," or you get all this free stuff, dude, I know 100 times more what it's like to hustle and work my butt off and have nothing for like 8 years. So if anybody brings you that malarkey, they have a hidden agenda, and that's a fact. But one thing that helped me bridge the gap in the spring was I noticed that every year I needed about $1,000 to $2,000 to start my business in the spring, from equipment like oil changes and hydro changes and new tires and blades and belts and oils, marketing materials, print materials. I had insurances that were always due, like liability and then workers' comp and all that mess. So, my auto. So every spring I was noticing I needed like $2,000. So you know what I did? I was like, hey, I did aerations when I worked at True Green. I can do aerations with my own company. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, well, spring aerations will bring up more seeds and they'll germinate more weed seeds. Yeah. Tell that to all the big national companies. I'm not going to put them on blast, but they're the ones that created a market for us to do spring aerations. It is what it is. Hate or like it. I'm not here to argue that point. The bottom line is that if I don't offer it, my customers are already asking for it anyway. They've all been trained and educated and programmed. That's a weird word, but they've been programmed to want a spring aeration. And you know what? We offer spring aerations and we clean up with that. And that bridged the gap, that $2,000. It was so simple, but we do all that in March and April. And that was how I paid off my credit cards before I started the season. And I was cash flow positive the minute the mower hit that first tip of blade of grass before we started rocking and rolling, instead of always playing catch up. So it was a great resource for us. The productivity and profitability hacks, that's one of those programs that's an hour long, just me sitting in front of the camera, just literally cutting through the crap. I tell you guys exactly how to get clients, exactly how to get customers, how to be more profitable, things that you're missing, things that you're getting blindsided by, hidden costs, hidden things that you're not paying attention to. I give like 8 tips in there, I think, and each tip's like 10 or 15 minutes. It's $49. I guarantee you can make your money back in 10 seconds after listening to that training program, because I teach you how to sell. I teach you one of the things that I don't talk a lot about, but you guys probably know that I like to promote and sell things, but I am a ninja. I'm a karate master when it comes to selling. I love selling, and I love selling to my clients. I like upselling. I like upselling boutique. I like upselling services. We bring in a lot of extra revenue by me being on the phone, and I teach you exactly how we capitalize on that, how we spend our time on the phone, what we say, what we sell, when we sell. I think that's like the last third of the video. Solid stuff. $49. Come on, guys. If you're thinking these programs are too expensive, or you're not investing in them and you're on the fence, you're just not serious about your business. I don't want to be mean. I'm just being real. Like, guys, $20 to buy a digital download commercial contract that's also editable, that has my legalese and professional legalese and advice in it. That is another training program that's available. If you think that $20 is too expensive, you're running a hobby. I'm just going to be honest with you. You have to start looking at ways to invest in yourself and in your business if you want to have the larger returns later on in life. All I've done for the last decade was pour back into my lawn and landscaping business, and that's why we have what we have today. All I've done the last 4 years with my YouTube channel is reinvest everything back into mics and cameras and equipment and plane tickets and gas and fuel and giveaways to help you guys grow. If you want to eat your seed from the crop that comes up from your early harvest, that's fine. I took the seed that my crop produced, I sowed it, and now we're going to get a even larger return. So what am I trying to say with you? If you're thinking $20 is too much to invest into a commercial contract and you're out there just doing soft deal handshakes and, really light, fluffy emails, and you're wondering why people don't pay you on time and they don't respect you and you have no way to have any authority, well, that's because you probably don't use any contracts. You probably don't understand what you're doing. For $20, you get access to our commercial contract. And I even spent I spent a lot of time on this video because I had to do a voiceover. But I did a whole 15 to 20 minute long explainer video talking exactly how we use our commercial contract and what we say. Who do we talk to? What do we say? And how do we deliver it? With making sure that this contract, it's a good piece of paper. We got a bunch of numbers on it. We explain how to do that, but how to actually execute. What do we do? What do we do when we're done with it? Who do we submit the proposal to? How do we execute? What do we say? So really solid, meaty stuff. And I think Brian's 10 saves 10%. No, promo code podcast saves 10%, which is awesome. So any which way, the last two things I want to wrap up with is, on the website, there's 2 free resources available to you guys, which is the Yard Book credit card on file language. So literally you punch in your email, boom, free. You get access to the lingo that we submit into our credit card charge card on file system. So when we finish up a residential client for the month, we do a charge card on file system. We create an invoice. We click charge card on file, which all of our customers are required to do when they sign up with us as a new client. Well, there's some legalese that we send them when we send them the charge card on file link. So if you're familiar with Yardbook, and I guess you could use this across platforms. So if you have Jobber, LMN, OP, you guys can use whatever you want. It doesn't make any difference to me. Just make sure that you include some legalese that says, hey, we're sending a charge card on file link. We don't see it. We're also not responsible for it, even though we're responsible for it. We're not responsible for anything that happens because data breaches happen. Although nothing's going to happen, but you guys know what I'm saying. It's called CYA. If you don't know what that means, you can Google it. But we give that information away for free. It's important. It's actually some pretty decent legalese. Make sure you include that in your charge card on file link when you send that to your customers, so that way you have a little bit more protection, right? You run a real business. Think asset protection. That's what you always got to be thinking, right? And the last thing that I'll say is, we just gave away our 2020 lawn agreement / lawn inquiry form away. That is now a downloadable form that is editable, which I know you guys have been just asking like crazy, especially when we made it available last year. That is the form that we send out every February, March to all of our customers and even new clients. And we have them kind of in a checkbox fashion, check off the services that they're looking for the following season. We literally print it off, old school snail mail. We send it in the mail. They fill out their information that helps us populate and update our files for all of our CRMs, for all of our clients. Hey, there's a new address, a new phone number, a new email, so on and so forth. We can collect all that info, which is very, very vital to have all your records updated every year. And then outside of that, we get a good litmus and pulse about all the different services they want. So I can book my calendar out for literally the entire year in about a week's time based on all the feedback I get in. Oh, we have 100 that went out. There's 17 mulch jobs. We're moving 180 yards of mulch. We've got 50 flower flats that we're going to be installing for 3 different commercial clients. We've got bed edging. We got pathway edgings. We got this. We got that. We got landscape installs. We got this tear out. Dude, we can book our whole calendar, and basically we secure 6 figures worth of business in a week. That coming back in the mail is just all smiley faces that week, right? That form is now available that you can get for free on lawnpreneuracademy.com. Again, I did not have access to any of this information a decade ago, 12 years ago. You guys ever hear the saying, throw mud up against the wall and see what sticks? Yeah, that was my lawn and landscape business. at best, like 7-8 years in. I was at Weingart's a little bit more often, and those guys gave me some good ideas and coaching, and they kind of helped point me in the right direction. 2 years ago, I met my friend Mike Bedell, and he helped me streamline a lot of stuff. And then same thing, started a YouTube channel. And when 100 people a day are commenting on your channel about how to like grow, how to succeed, how to shore things up, things that are working, that are efficient and effective for them, guys, we've taken all the best information and we've selfishly used it to grow our own company. That's why we're succeeding. Like I said, we're all in this together. I learn from you guys and you guys learn from me. And so with that being said, we got the LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com. It is a amazing, tremendous resource. There will be more programs to come in the future for sure that can help you guys grow, start, grow, and run a successful lawn care landscaping business, which I am super excited about. So guys, that being said, I super appreciate you listening. If you've enjoyed this podcast, do me a big favor, shoot it a big 5-star review. That means a lot. It goes a long way. And if you get somebody that is just getting started in the business, whether they're 17, 27, or 47, or 67, share with them the LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com. Just say, hey, look, there's a guy named Brian Fullerton. He's an amazingly handsome, good-looking dude. I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun, guys. But he's a really good resource on YouTube. He's got a training website called Lawntrepreneur Academy. He's got a live event that he does every year. If you want to start a green industry business, a lawn care company, a landscape company, quite honestly, even brick pavers, patios, and the whole deal, come network, come learn, come join this community. There is a community inside the community. I'll tell you straight up. I love the lawn care community, but on my channel and what we got going on, I care about you guys way more than making green stinky paper. And that's why we do what we do. It's a labor of love. It's a passion of mine. I appreciate the testimonies and the success stories. I appreciate you guys shooting me the DMs and the emails and the YouTube comments and hitting like on the videos. And, it's just, again, I'm caught up in it and I'm really appreciative of being in the position I am. So that being said, guys, appreciate you big time. Over and out. We'll catch up with you guys here on the next episode.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.